Hey, after an absolute disaster of like 15 minutes of trying to set up this video just to realize I had my headphones mute button on and not my computer, we're ready. And first off, I realized that I've been off YouTube for a bit of a while. In all honesty, I just didn't have that much time to record. I've been doing other things, getting other stuff done, and I'm getting my license in 2 days. And that also means, which is also the day when Doki Doki Takeover Batten comes out, so expect a video with a full combo of each of those songs midway through this playthrough. Hopefully I won't stop this playthrough for that. I've already stopped this playthrough for like IRL stuff. And I'm glad to be back though. Looks like the rain's coming down pretty hard today. I should hurry and get going. Keep my umbrella firmly overhead, I begin making my way towards the school. Well, I think I'll be doing more than one day. Stepping into the clubroom, I find that all the girls have already arrived and assumed their usual positions. Hey look, there's stuff outside the window. With the exception of Natsuki, that is. Instead of being holed up near her closet, she's standing near the windows looking out towards the rain. Having a deep-seated existential crisis? Huh, Ruby? Wait, what are you talking about? Nothing much, just the sight of you staring longingly out the window just made me assume that you're some tortured artist trying to find a meeting in such a dreary day. We're back. Seriously? That's the first thing your mind goes to? Based on your reaction, I'm going to take a guess and say that I was wrong. Oh really? What gave it away? My father's standing over here then? Oh, well, my umbrella sort of broke not too long ago, so I was checking to see if the rain had started letting up yet. How did you make it to school this morning if yours is broken? Get a ride? Shakes her head before looking down towards the floor. I ran. Think closer hook hurt. I can't English. Taking a closer look, her hair does seem a bit frizzy and unkempt. See. Her situation quickly brings the mind to spare an umbrella in my bag. It's normally mind of a spare umbrella in my bag. It's normally reserved for Sayori, but we could just share one considering we're walking the same way. Sound of rain patterning against glass is the noise between us for about 30 seconds. My eventual decision is an easy one to make, but I don't plan on giving handouts without enjoying myself first. Oh boy. No. I love the thought process behind Ruby's sarcasm. He's like, hold on, I gotta have my fun here. Umbrella, huh? Explains her hair is such a mess. What did you say? Fashion isn't really my forte, but if looking disheveled is in nowadays, you're pulling it off wonderfully. You're really trying to pick a fight, aren't you? Not exactly. I just don't believe in charity. Figured saying this first would make it seem like I'm making us even. Even? How's that supposed to mean? Natsuki glares at me as I open my bag and pull out a spare umbrella. Here, this should work. Oh god. It was like a reverse voice crack. I just went quiet. Ignore that. Huh? A few seconds pass before she manages to process what's going on. This is a trick, right? You're trying to mess with me. Sorry, you seem to be severely misinformed. I'm simply trying to loan you an umbrella. Still doubtful, Natsuki takes it from my hand and begins scanning all over it. What's the catch? Planning to make me owe you a favor or something? How distrustful is this girl? Ruby, your sarcasm has gotten everyone off the wrong way. I don't want to be that guy, but maybe being distrustful as a joke is going to make people distrustful of you. How distrustful is this girl? I know I'm kind of new here, and maybe some questionable things have been said. Yeah, that one. But still, it's only an umbrella. Yeah, it is a point. If you're overthinking things, I happen to keep two in my bag, and not loaning one to someone in need would be wasteful. Nothing nefarious about it. That said, I would appreciate if you return it when you get a chance. Until then, it's all yours. Not wanting to waste time listening to more objections, I start towards my seat. We're back in the fact that I can't pronounce anything. Wait, got more complaints? Well, thanks for letting me borrow it. Don't get the wrong idea, okay? I'm only taking it because it's convenient. It's not like you're actually helping or anything. Right. Okay. Once you finish your little tsundere routine, I continue walking to my desk. Everything's been put into place not long after. Natsuki's still giving my umbrella an ocular pat down, so I'll leave her be. Use this time to... Well, I really should talk to Sayori. I haven't in like 2 days. But hear me out. Oh wow, wait. Is that just an automatic 3? Or did I do something for Natsuki that brought it up to 6 recently? I might try to get my intelligence up, you know? But I mean studying and I want to read. found myself wanting to continue the book Yuri lent me. The story is really heating up, while also managing to grow much colder at the same time. Really get a feeling of dread and fear every time a body shows up, but it also means the killer's identity has been narrowed down. My second candidate for most likely to be the culprit also ends up being wrong after discovering Red was not sus. God, I can't. After discovering pictures of the killer painted in her husband's... After discovering pictures that the killer planted of her husband having an affair, she finally broke down. She took the kitchen knife she didn't use for self-defense, and in an act of total despair, she proceeded to stab herself to death. Ow. Looks like I'm pretty bad at picking them. I can go two ways. Oh my god. Oh, you poor soul. There's only 6 left of the original 13, but the killer's true identity continues to elude me. Strange turn of events, I found myself learning various details about the human body's vital spots. Excuse me? Intelligence increased by 2. There you go, I'm a smart fella. Not long after Monica announces the end of the club, I'm met with an expected solution. Expected situation. Not unexpected. Hey, Sayori. Alright, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. My mom has dyslexia, and I would not be surprised if I'm getting it, man. Dude, I'm getting the wildest stuff mixed up. Hey, Ruby, ready to go? Yeah, I just need to get my things together first. Sayori's stare grows more intense as I'm making sure everything is in my bag. She becomes noticeably surprised upon seeing me close the bag without an umbrella in hand. Huh? Something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Let's get going then. Right. My lack of explanation regarding our usual routine was bound to make my life slightly more complicated, but curiosity got the better of me nonetheless. Guess this should have been expected. The short trip between the club room and the school's entrance, Sayori shifted from confused to her version of angry. Here we go. She hasn't spoken since we left. Makes me wonder how far she'll go before asking me for the umbrella. She had no problem begging for one the first 2 times, which eventually led to me naturally loaning it to her on rainy days. So why is the ex all stubborn now? Just think I forgot? Women are complicated. Sayori's eyes dart towards me as I mutter this. Oh, no use in standing around, dear. Come on, we should get going. Reach for the door. Angry mumbling comes in Sayori's direction. She's so pouty. Something wrong? Shut the fuck up, Ruby. Everything you say makes me laugh. I'm trying to read. Something wrong? Gotta pee? Even though her face goes red, Sayori continues to budge. Out of all the times she could decide to hold her ground, it's because of an umbrella? I let out another sigh before stepping back towards her. Alright, punk, out with it. Why don't you just ask for the thing? You need the umbrella? Why not say something? I was half tempted to let you walk in the rain. You remembered? I'm not becoming senile, you know. It hasn't been that long since we've done this. It's been, what, 2 weeks? Sure, I'd normally give it to you when we'd pass by each other during the school hours, but still, people are gonna start thinking I'm your brother. Maybe keeper would be more accurate. You really are a handful, you know? That's good, because she's a keeper. I mean, what? Not that I really care how people interpret me and Sayori's relationships, so long as those people aren't as obnoxious as Kiva. Alright. Sorry, I didn't know it bothered you. What are you? Noticing the downcast expression on her... What are you? Yeah, it did say what are you. I was like, I can't even tell what I'm saying anyway. Noticing the downcast expression on her face, I realized my wording just now was rather poor. I noticed. Your ability to misinterpret these things really is worrying sometimes. What are you... Ah! Ow, a swim thump is delivered in the space right between her thighs. Did you just like... Alright, I'm not gonna question. It's punishment for overthinking. So she stares at me while rubbing the newly formed red spot on her face. Wait. Alright guys, you know what? Maybe I'll just end this episode early. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I might be becoming dyslexic, I swear. Right between her thighs? Her eyes. I promise I don't have a dirty mind. I really do. I'm just not okay right now. Sora stares at me while rubbing the newly formed red spot on her face. Let me be more concise this time. I'm not bothered by occasionally loaning you an umbrella. In fact, it's the opposite. As we don't normally see each other otherwise, rainy days give us a reason to meet up, only briefly. I've told you... Oh my god. Oh, where'd he gone? I've told you before that I genuinely enjoy spending time with you. That applies to those situations as well. The response comes in the form of a blush and several seconds of silence. Seems like sudden outbursts of kind words really threw her off. Not that that's anything new. I knew that. You're gonna try and play it off. Don't you think you'd have come up with something better? She shakes her head. Thanks, Ruby. I think that makes me happy. I want to hold on to that gratitude. I really don't have an extra umbrella today. Huh? Sayori is currently in the possession of our resident tsundere. The algorithms going through Sayori's brain are practically visible as she processes this. What's a... Apparently coming to the conclusion that me and Natsuki are lovers now, she begins pouting. Stop. Sayori, it's okay. Natsuki, huh? That's nice of you. Did you give the jealousy a rest already? This weather's made me too tired to... You're doing like squigglies instead of dashes. It's catching me off guard. I like to write with dashes. He's doing two, so I was like, too tired to. It's like, too tired to... And then she cuts him off. Her sudden giggling catches me off guard. What's this? Finally come off the deep end? Another shake of her head before she looks up at me, beaming. You tricked me. When you joined the club, I was a little scared you and Natsuki would always be fighting. So I'm glad to hear that you're both getting along. Sayori doesn't say this in usual, I'm going to ignore you for 3 days tone, but rather in a genuine one. I see. It's not like this is the first time we've interacted kindly towards each other. I did insult her appearance before giving her the umbrella. I'm supposed to be mean to girls, Ruby. Every time Ruby talks to you. Still, I'm sure she was happy when you gave it to her. Considering how paranoid she acted, I'm not too sure about that. And again, tsunderes are far beyond my area of expertise. Sayori stands around giggling for a moment before realizing the obvious problem in this situation. But wait, I really don't have an umbrella. Took it long enough. I pull out my main umbrella before motioning Sayori over. We live across the street from each other, so sharing one shouldn't be inconvenient. She juts her eyes between me and the umbrella a few times before beginning to smile. Ooh, if I didn't know better, I'd think you'd set this whole thing up. What can I say? I am a hopeless romantic after all. Oh, you certainly got the hopeless. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, smoke and fire. Dude, you lit the school up, dude. You lit everything up. What? Fucking set the rain on fire, whatever that song was? Shit. Oh. God, that one hurt. Oh man, that one hurt. What was that, you little punk? You must really want to walk home in the rain, huh? Oh, I was taken aback by that. I didn't expect Sayori to say that. Shit. Still laughing from her joke, Sayori grabs my arm and quickly pulls me outside, barely giving me enough time to open the umbrella before we're both pelted. About halfway through the walk, Sayori begins nudging progressively harder into my arm. Now's really not the time to foster skinship, you know. Sorry, it's just that my shoulder's getting wet. Deal with it. On. This umbrella really isn't big enough for 2 people. Nini, you're supposed to offer the girl more room at times like these. Then I wouldn't care. But then I get rained on. Oh, how innocent. His fragile masculinity is at stake here. That's the point. Haven't I already told my opinions on gender equality? Plus, you're the one getting wet. My shoulder's soaked too. Maybe if you slim down. Ooh. That sound. So uses her elbow to deliver a powerful blow straight to my abdomen. It momentarily knocks the breath out of me and almost causes me to drop the umbrella. I love how I'm stuttering on words like the and messing up on like not messing up on momentarily. Just get the out of the way. What was that, Ruby? I didn't quite hear you. Said, you have a very healthy frame. Watching me speak between breaths, Sayori glares softens a little. She's gonna start fighting back at that much for us. I'm really gonna have to start watching what I say. You really have no idea how to treat girls, do you? No, ma'am. I'll work to improve. Starts tilting the umbrella more in her direction, causing even more rain to land on me. Sayori seems content with this as I begin rubbing all over my new bruise. Hey, she's fighting back. After returning home, changing and eating dinner, I settle down in my room to finish some homework. However, not too far into the problems, my phone begins vibrating on the desk next to me. Literature Club's group chat? What was going on? Show me the little chibis again. That was freaking awesome. The phone... Laying the phone in front of me, I began reading over the message. Oh, all of them. Okay, everyone. I've got important news regarding the club. This is actually like the literature group chat. Literature... Bro, the Woodwinds group chat. Except, these guys don't exist. It's just our Woodwind captain. It's just Jenny. Okay, everyone. I got important news regarding the club. Ooh, are we having another party? So we finally report... I expected that. Somebody finally report Ruby and he's getting kicked out. Perhaps this is about a new supply of books the club will be receiving. Well, close. But no, you're all totally wrong. The news I'm speaking is that the club for tomorrow's cancelled. Huh? Cancelled? Oh my! I'm never getting my umbrella back. Seriously? How come? As you may know, the sports clubs are taking in new members starting Friday. The volleyball team asked me if I could help them prepare for their orientation tomorrow, and I agreed. Volleyball team? I thought you quit that when you started the literature club. Volleyball team? You were in a lot, Monica. I did. Normally I wouldn't have to do something like this since the new team captain has been appointed, but she got sick recently, so they asked me to handle it since I have experience hosting an orientation. I see. That's unfortunate, but we could we really not still hold a club meeting? Yeah, Sayori's vice president, isn't she? Isn't she? Wouldn't her not being... God, wouldn't her being there be enough? I wish I could say yes, but I'm afraid not. For an official club meeting to be held in an assigned classroom, you need either the club president or faculty advisor to be present. There's some exceptions to this with bigger clubs, but for ours, that's just how it is. Couldn't we just ask our advisor then? She hasn't sat in the club since... Okay, she hasn't sat in during the club since Ruby joined, and also, she was in the club when I joined? Ruby joined? It'd be a good chance for them to meet. I still think she might be misunderstanding something about him. What's there to be misunderstood? You should have heard what he said to me when we were doing dishes on Monday. Eh? What did he say? Ruby's questionable morality aside, I think it would be... I can't pronounce anything today. Ruby's questionable morality aside, I've already discussed it with our advisor and she said she'd be busy taking care of other clubs and the students wanting to join them. But again, us not being present just means you can't have an official meeting. The four of you could still get together somewhere after school and hold an unofficial one. I see, but where would it be held? I prefer it be somewhere private if possible. Why not to your house, Sayori? Well, I don't think Yuri's house would have enough room for everyone. Same goes for mine. Oh, then how about yours, Sayori? Well, we do have the room, but I'm afraid it might be a bit messy. I know that you're not very organized, but it's not like we have to have the meeting in your room. Are you saying that the rest of the house isn't any cleaner? Thing is, I sort of inherited my messiness from my mom. Oh no. I see. My regards to your father. That's good. Well, I suppose that just leaves Ruby his house. Well, that's a great idea. His house has plenty of room and he always keeps it super clean. Real? He's serious. What do you assume about Ruby? Really? Seriously cleans? I must say that I do see Ruby being the organized type who likes to do his work in a neat area. Bro, if I could show my... Hold on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 cups in my room that I've not put through the washer, and a mug that holds all my pencils and papers strewn out all over my desk. This is why I use a laptop. I must say that I do see Ruby being the organized type who likes to do his work in a neat area. What makes you say that? You been stalking him or something? Of course not. It's just, when he comes to the club room, he always sets his stuff in the exact same position. What is this? Sets his pencils out? I gotta make sure this one's, exactly 25, millimeters out. Yes, I see. Okay, lined up straight forward. Make sure it's facing northeast, And when he reads, he carefully makes sure he has plenty of space, while also trying to take up as little as possible. Seems to be a very efficient and methodical person. Something happened? Not exactly, it's just that we didn't know you saw him that way. I had no idea you could be so bold at times. Anyways, I still don't think having a group of girls all meet at a guy's house is a good idea. Are you sure about that? Ruby doesn't have it. Perhaps instead of with a group, you'd prefer being there without anyone else and just the two of you could finally be alone together. What the hell are you talking about? Why would I want to be alone with a pervert like him? It's okay, Natsuki, I was only teasing. No need to get so worked up. Well, regardless of what you do, I just wanted everyone to know that the meeting tomorrow is cancelled. How you spend that time is totally up to you, but do try and behave in a way that's befitting of a literature club member. That's it. That's all the news I had for today. You get all that, Ruby? Ooh! Oh, that's a good one. A bit of a, fuzziness to the bottom, but I like that sprite. Also, it's, gray. I like MC with grayish hair. Wait, is this... Wait, is this the MC? Okay. I like the MC looking like that. I like this... I mean, that or I'm colorblind, but I think this is it's a really dark, grayish brown. It's got brown outlines. This gray, I like that. Yes, ma'am. No meeting tomorrow. The time is ours to use as we please, as long as it doesn't tarnish the name of the club. Tarnish the name of the club. Okay, perfect. Okay, everyone. That's it for today. Wait. Were you in here the whole time? Why didn't you say anything? Hey, don't ignore me. Because he's busy or doesn't like texting in group chats. I get it. Sure, that's what it is. Natsuki, what did Ruby say to you when the two of you were together on Monday? Well, I kind of don't want to repeat it. Quite curious as well. Surely it was just a misunderstanding. You didn't actually mean any harm in saying it. Misunderstanding, huh? You really gave the guy too much credit, Yuri. Fine, you know what he said? I'll tell you. See if you could stick him off after that. I'm no psychic, but I get the feeling my life is going to become much harder in the near future. From my temples, I put my things back in my bag and head to bed. I kind of forgot what he said. It's been a while since I recorded. Thursday. I've been recording for 20 minutes. I can go for another day. Tuesday or Thursday. Oh my god. April 14th. 14th. Did we skip? No. An unusual sight awaits me outside of my house. Hey, Ruby. I started standing in front of my gate, waving cheerfully. Confused, I checked my watch to make sure I didn't actually leave late. Oh god. This is a surprise. Never expected to see you out here before me. Looks like I'm really letting myself go. Did you have to say something mean? Sorry, it's a hard mindset to get out of. That said, walking past the gate, I gently began stroking her hair. See, out here, this is really reassuring. Oh, gently stroking her hair. My guy has some balls, dude. My guy's got the balls of steel. God, I'm unranked intelligence. I've become more than a numbskull. Don't you wait. Don't you wait. Just you wait. Whew, I got the chills. It's cold in my room. Which is strange, because it was like really hot the other day. Like it was 80 in my room. Now it's like 68. With no follow-up sarcasm in sight, she begins fidgeting. Well, yeah, but geez, couldn't you have started by saying that, big meanie? My words could lose their sincerity if all I did was flood you with compliments. I wouldn't complain, in fact. Oh, seeing you ready on my time is worth praising, even if only occasionally. Save me from having to scold you for that excessive tardiness of yours. Still starting to sound like your dad. Actually, has anyone ever said that you kind of talk like an old man? Being wise has that effect on people. Or maybe it's because you're always nagging someone. Nagging, huh? Oh, you little punk. Well aware of what comes next, Sayori quickly jumps out of arm's reach. Kids these days are way too rowdy. Wait, kids these days? Maybe they am turning into an old man. Wait, that wasn't a joke? I thought that was just a clever quip. Is it raining outside? No, it's just like a plane or something. Plane, helicopter, bomb, you never know. Yeah, they really am turning into an old man. Putting my geriatric state aside. Geriatric? Geriatric? I don't know. Why choose today to act responsible? Huh? You're not exactly a morning person. Doubt you'd be out here at this time without having a reason. Well, guess I was kind of excited for today. Excited? Shakes her head. It's nothing. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Come on, you should get going. Right. Okay. I was like reading ahead and not talking. I'm sorry if I'm spacey today. I really don't know why. I'm misinterpreting everything with this game. Sayori saddles up behind me and begins happily humming to herself. So something really got her spirits up. Don't confess to me, please. I beggies of you. I'm never saying that again. With the meeting having been cancelled and no backup plans developed, I leave school after the final bell. My peaceful walk home doesn't last long, however. Ruby! Sayori comes jogging past the gate towards me. Glad I found you. You weren't in your usual classroom, so I got worried you might have already been gone. Oh, God. Dude, I'm tired. Well, there really wasn't any reason to stay today. Did you want to walk home together that badly? That's part of it, but not exactly. You see, I, sort of told the others that we could have a club meeting at your house. You did what? Oh, wait. There wasn't any goofy music. I'm actually kind of concerned. You did what? I'm surprised because the words come out much angrier than anticipated. Sorry, I just... Used to being scorned by me, Sayori quickly locks up, looking as though she might cry. No! You made me depressed, Ruby. Look what you've done, my child. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Where are the others right now? Are they already on their way? No, Yuri's helping Natsuki clean the home EC room. I don't know what that is. I planning to head over once they're finished. Here, I'll tell them we won't be able to do it after all. So reaches in her bag before pulling out her phone. So guilt begins eating it as she begins typing. Anything lying around the house that would cause problems, there's no telling what might come up while they're there. Only so many questions can be dodged before the people start getting suspicious. Damn. Stop her. Stop her. Let them have it over at your house, my man. My man. Don't let her be sad. Don't let her be sad. There should be a period there. Don't let her be sad. That won't be necessary. That won't be necessary. May I check your ID? Huh? She stops typing and looks up at me. Like I said, you don't have to cancel. Is that really how you spell cancel? Man, that's just... You sure? I mean, I did tell them without even asking you. If you think it might cause problems, then I poke her head as she begins trying to apologize. I already thought it though, don't worry. Them being there isn't inherently bad, so long as we can prevent anything regarding my situation from coming up. Though inviting people to a house that isn't yours is still pretty dumb. Oh, her. I was like, that's not your house, Ruby? What the hell? What secrets is this man hiding? Right, sorry for putting you on the spot like this. Suppose this sort of thing should have been expected, having been around you for so long, huh? Sarah gives a weak nod while also trying to forgive herself. Luckily, she's able to regain most of her spirit by the time we reach our houses. I gotta say, I'm well surprised they agreed to host this party at my place, considering what Natsuki put in the group chat about me and all. That's right! A fist is driven into my right arm. How, what the hell? Did you really say that to her? Huh? Say what? You know? The thing while washing dishes? Sorry, but I'm trying to bring. Oh man, he's got pressure into it. Also, I'd like to know, I forgot. Mind telling me exactly what you're referring to? Of course, I'm fully aware of what Natsuki posted in the group chat, just want to see how far this girl will go. The thing with the excitement. Excrement? Don't recall that ever coming up. No, after fumbling around for a moment, Sarah stops before taking a deep breath. The thing about you getting excited from standing near her. Polar opposite to before, she yells so loudly that I'm afraid I just developed a reputation among the neighbors. Well, aren't you gonna say anything? Huh? Oh. Yeah, it was definitely me. What about it? Huh? Oh yeah. Why? You can't just say things like that. What? I don't know. She is pretty petite. Maybe I developed a complex? Sarah reaches max panic. She spouts incomprehensible nonsense until I've had my fill. Oh, calm down, would you? That was a joke. Start saying things that'll make the homeowners association come after me. Also, you guys have homeowners association? Ouch, that's why your lawn looks like that. What is this? Is the GameCube intro? What lawn do you have? It's all sidewalk. I just came to that realization. Where is this guy's lawn? Serious? You really didn't mean that? Of course not. Have you seen Natsuki? Thinking something sexual about a person with so little development is beyond me. Ouch! Sarah looks at me with concern in her eyes while rubbing her head. Jeez, you really can't say stuff like that. You know how hard it was to convince them that you just have a really bad sense of humor? You know, they've known me for over a week, I'd say it's probably not that difficult. No, I guess it wasn't. But still, that conversation was super awkward. See, sorry for making you go through so much trouble. Thanks for handling it. That's why you're my favorite. Oh! She perks up for a second, quickly calms back down. Saying stuff like that won't work on me anymore. So that wasn't a throwaway compliment. I meant it. Life is a lot better with you around. Trying even harder to hide how she really feels, Sarah turns her whole body away from me. Just like the concrete sound. I think this is a challenge. I decide to pull my trump card. Ooh, got him. You really are cute when you pout like this, you know? His statement manages to pierce her ironclad defense with her face soon lighting up. Jeez, such a bully, Ruby. That a fact? Giddy from my barrage of compliments, Sayori skips happily to me as we head towards my house. I can't speak. Unfortunately, her high spirits do little to help with the uneasy feeling that's begun stirring within me. Yeah. My arrival home is followed by a swift sweep through the first floor, ensuring that no relics of my past are lying around. It stems more from paranoia than concern, given that I've been acutely aware of everything's placement for several years now. Sayori, being Sayori, makes a beeline for the couch as soon as she steps inside. This is so much more comfortable than a school desk. The sounds of her digging deeper into the cushions is audible from halfway across the room. I understand your feelings, but she's not to wear down the furniture too much. By the way, what are you doing, Ruby? I'll just do this. Ready. This would be a good thumbnail. Just tidying up a bit. I was hoping that a clean living space would help improve my reputation. You know, make it look as though I have a sense of responsibility and all that. Aren't you going a little overboard? It's not like they're going to come in and start searching through your cabinets. Better safe than sorry. And you never know when dealing with Natsuki. Right. Having made sure the first floor is thoroughly devoid of anything problematic, I slumped down next to Sayori. Speaking of the others, where are they now? They just messaged me saying they were on their way. Natsuki actually lives in this area, so finding her house shouldn't be an issue. In that case, stand back up before heading towards the kitchen. Where are you going? Figured to get some tea ready, knowing Yuri should probably want some, and it wouldn't hurt for everyone else. Get the feeling. Some nervousness begins eating at me as I approach the sink. Haven't felt that. Having felt? I think it's haven't. It's fine. Having felt anything like this in quite some time. But knowing Sayori, if anything potentially problematic comes up, she'll change the subject. I think that most guys would be anxious about having a bunch of girls at their house for other reasons. Here I am, thinking I'll be exposed somehow. Guess all these years alone haven't done much to unwarp my personality. Just a grin calls across my face upon realizing this. That was the goofiest knock ever, bro. Just, like, hitting together the cinder blocks, dude. My favorite percussion instrument. Coming. Front door. The front door open. I think it should be opens. It's also fine. The front door opens as I pick up the tray carrying the cups and the kettle. Living room is soon filled with several familiar faces. Also maybe this one. This one's probably better. Hello, Ruby. Sorry for intruding like this. No worries, Yuri. Did you two have any problems finding the place? Not at all. Apparently Natsuki passes his house during her commute every morning. That a fact? Stop saying that. Yeah, so what? It's not like I walk by this bit just to pass by here. Do you? I certainly hope. Yeah, I certainly hope not. That'd make me feel quite unsettled. Huh. The scene in front of me plays out totally different to how I expected. In my head, Yuri was the super nervous one in this situation, Natsuki being the one making herself at home, acting as though she owned the place. Right now, Yuri appears calm while Natsuki's eyes are darting all over the room. Looking for anything specific? No. Sayori said you kept the place clean, so I was making sure she wasn't lying. Sorry to disappoint you, but I have a tendency to be fastidious when coming to neatness. Oh, fastidious. It means he shows excessive delicacy when in care in his cleaning. Thank you. I can't speak today either. Very nice, just what I'd expect from such an avid reader. Thank you for the praise, but you're the one who deserves acknowledgement for using such a word. Blah. Can you at least wait until we sit down before you start flirting? I knew Sayori would pat at that. Flirting? That's not... Speaking of which, feel free to make yourselves at home. Speaking of which? What do you mean speaking of which? I prepared some tea in advance. Just let me know if you want a cup. Tea serves as a good means of restoring order, as all the girls are soon settled into the living room. Natsuki and Yuri sit next to each other on the couch, while me and Sayori sitting across to them. Once everyone's been handed a drink, I speak up again in hopes of diffusing the remaining tension. So, Sayori told me you ended up staying late to clean the home EC room. I don't know what that is. That's correct. Sorry to leave you waiting, but the room was rather untidy. Not really. The teacher didn't even ask me to clean the whole room, just do the dishes again. As soon as Yuri got there, she started wiping down everything she could see. We were only late because she had to practically be dragged out once I'd been finished. But ignoring such a mess would be... Well, you enjoy cleaning, Yuri? Most students wouldn't go out of their way like that. You could say that. I actually find the act of cleaning to be quite relaxing. That a fact? Stop saying that! Voice crack. In that case, I'll consider leaving the place a little untidy next time you come over. Next time? Huh? Huh? Pain appears across my temples as all the girls enter in a panic state once again. Lay off, you two. I didn't mean it like that. Only gigolos and debtors court women in the presence of others. Gigolos? I leaned back into the couch and let out a sigh while waiting for everyone to become less flustered. Sayori nudges me in the arm soon after. How come you never leave it dirty for me? What? Huh? What? What? Sayori, that's... What? I'm sorry. I'm rubbing my temples. Excuse me? Why the fuck? Since when have you cared? Oh my god. Bro, she's so jealous. Excuse me? What the hell are you talking about? You said you would for Yuri. Seriously? Sir, you don't even clean your own house. Why would I think you clean mine? Exactly! What are you getting at, woman? That's a good point, actually. Her goofiness only serves... Actually... What? Her goofiness only served to strengthen the tension in my temples. Huh? Here Natsuki mumbled to herself. I glanced up at her once again, scanning the room. Bathroom's in the hall, first door on the right. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, is there anything you are looking for? Perhaps you have an interest in architecture. Bro, stop, chill. How about neither? I was just wondering where your parents were since you haven't seen anyone else. Even though I'm prepared for inquiries like this, a tinge of anxiety runs through my head. Worst that could happen is she finds out that I have to distance myself from her, so why am I feeling this uneasy? Able to respond, someone else speaks up. Actually, Ruby lives here by himself. Huh? His parents started working in Tokyo a few years ago and didn't want to... Bro, Sayori, you were immediately forgiven. His parents started working in Tokyo a few years ago and didn't want to commute every day, so they began renting a place in the city. Ruby's lived here since he was a kid. His parents agreed to let him stay at his house until he graduates. Oh. Wait, then doesn't that mean we're alone with him? Not sure a group of 4 counts as being alone. Plus, trying to do anything immoral while being outnumbered 3 to 1 would be dumb on my part, considering I'm not all that strong. Let's tie me up would help me feel more at ease. I'm actually pretty into my arm filled with a sharp pain before I'm able to finish. That was a joke. He didn't mean it. There's a terrible sense of humor, so please try to ignore him. Terrible! I laugh at everything he says. Whatever. I have Natsuki to wink as she tries to hide the red overtaking her face. So just let out a sigh Sora lets out a sigh before relaxing back into her seat. Thanks to that. Well, I couldn't have just let them think you're some pervert who likes being tied up. No, not for that. Thanks for cutting in after Natsuki asked that impression. I appreciate it. Oh, no problem. Don't thank me for something like that. We've been doing this for a long time after all. Still, I'm really glad you're with me. Don't mention it. I received honest gratitude. Sora lightly grips the back of my sleeve. Ooh. Stop staring. I'm trying to go for the friendship route. Stop it. This begins to draw some attention as Sayori begins noticeably staring at us. Something wrong? No, nothing. Sora mentioned that the two of you have known each other for quite some time. Don't. Continue. I was simply wondering how long that might be, if you don't mind me asking. Sure, but what made you know now all of a sudden? Maybe this would have been more of a day one kind of thing. Well, seeing you together made this kind of curious. Because you're always acting all lovey-dovey with each other. Huh? See, should have guessed that was the reason. Well, calling us lovey-dovey isn't exactly right. It's true that Sayori's the person I'm closest to. As for how long we've known each other, we first met in our 2nd year of elementary school. It used to be a playground near here that I began going to frequently, but not for any specific reason. I wasn't the most social kid, so I'd usually pass the time by sitting alone at a bench. You? Not social? Who would have thought? Thanks for that, Natsuki. I appreciate it. Anyway, one day while I was minding my own business, a loud coral-headed girl came up to me. She began asking all sorts of questions about who I was and what I was doing by myself. After I answered, she shook her head before calling me gloomy, then declared she'd make me feel better and began dragging me alongside her all over the playground. Gives similar treatment whenever visiting the park after that. She grabbed me by the arm and loudly asked, "What should we do today?" before making me take part in all kind of ridiculous games. So overwhelmed that I never found a way to break free. Guess even to this day I still can't seem to shake her. Come on, Ruby, make me sound like some kind of bully. Oh, I can't say for sure that you weren't one. At the time we spent together was really enjoyable. In fact, it was about the only thing I looked forward to back then. I see. So as a blush continues to match your face. It's adorable, but... it's adorable, but... being around someone that you're close to must be nice. I don't know. We've known each other since elementary school, attended the same high school, and now you're in the same club. Are you sure the two of you aren't more than just friends? There's several seconds of silence and there is Natsuki as speaks. I have my actual statistics up. Alright, look at this. Let's see what I'm doing. So there's 12 out of 10. I'm still concerned about that. However, the point here is that nobody gives a shit. There are several seconds of silence in the room as Natsuki asks this. However, the silence is too filled with panicked voices. Oh, what are you talking about, Natsuki? You know we're not like that. Right, Ruby? That's correct. Two of us are not dating. See? Told you. Because we're actually engaged. God. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, man. I'm kind of... I love Ruby's sense of humor. Engaged? I had no idea. What? After watching them struggle to form complete sentences for a while, I decided to hit the brakes. Calm down, I'm only messing with you. Me and Sarah aren't engaged, nor are we dating. There goes with a sigh of relief. Oh my god. The sense of humor really is terrible, you know. Yes, however, it's freaking hilarious, so you're wrong. It's been brought to my attention. A joke? I see. Checking that OBS was recording. I'll admit that your tone had me fully convinced you were speaking the truth. Seriously? How can you say stuff like that with a straight face? Aren't normal guys supposed to get flustered when these sort of things come up? Define normal. The opposite of you. That a fact? That a fact? Stop saying it! As a style of comedy is being slandered by a short one, I noticed Sayori continued to fidget for my engagement declaration. Are you all embarrassed, or this isn't the first time I've said something along those lines? Oh, I know. It's been a long time. Do you think saying things like that is a little weird now that we're in high school? I mean, we are old enough. Right. You're right. Wait, so this isn't the first time you told someone you're engaged? Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know, but I really don't think... Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't recall saying it was, but no. For some reason, whenever someone we know sees Sayori and me together, they always ask something along the lines of, "Are you two a couple?" Of course, my number of social interactions is fairly small, but it's still managed to pop up over the years. Eventually, I began saying we're engaged to keep myself entertained. It's a way of keeping yourself entertained. Oh, I don't know. That's pretty entertaining. I do that to my friends if I wouldn't be labeled as a creep. I won't deny that. But like Sarah mentioned, you're probably the first person to ask us, since middle school? I can understand Sarah's reaction if that's the case. It was several years ago. Yeah, what she said. See, Sarah begins to awkwardly poke her fingers together as the two girls look at me on with confusion. Anyway, putting that aside, what were the three of you planning to do for the meeting once we actually got here? I've already wasted quite a bit of time after all. Figured we just do what we normally do in the club room. That's what my expectation... I think there's supposed to be a was here. That's what my expectation was as well. That's fine. Typos. There's quite a few this time around, but you know what? like I've ever written something flawlessly. I made sure to... I mean, except for like English tests, but that's different. I look over those things like 5 times. Try looking over an entire DDLC script. I made sure to bring along a book with me. Same here. It's not like there's a reason for us to do anything special. Very well. Although I must apologize, Natsuki, for we don't have any closets on the first floor. As you can use one of the cabinets under the sink instead. Shut up, it's not like I gotta hide just to read my book. Never leaving to here. The girls begin rummaging through their bags, which leaves me in an odd position considering mine is still in the kitchen. Realizing this, I stand up from the couch before picking up the drink tray. Any of you like more tea? Miri and Sayori politely decline my offer, while Natsuki grunts a rejection. After placing the dishes in the sink, I begin rinsing them with warm water. While looking at the kettle and cups, a jolt of pain runs through my chest. The hell? It's feeling... Whoa, hey! Oh no. Oh, we're about to get into some depressing shit. While setting my cup down, I notice someone looking at me from beside the counter. So, did you like the tea? Oh, is that his mom? The bottle one from the convenience store is better. Oh, is that right? Sure drank it awfully quick, though. Mind explaining that? I was just thirsty. It's not like it was good or anything. It's a shame. I do suppose this makes my life easier. No point in making tea for ungrateful little punks, after all. Hey! Standing up from the chair, I rush over and stand next to her. Guessing you liked it out. Is this Kotonoha's sprite? Looks like Kotonoha's sprite. Guessing you liked it after all, huh? Well, I fidget awkwardly with my fingers. Maybe such a tsundere sometimes, Ruby. You know that? A tsundere? Hey, I actually pronounced it right. It's one of the animals that you're always... Is that one of the animals you're always reading about? Calling them animals might be going a bit far, but they are capable predators. Give them a chance and they'd eat up a cute little kid like you in seconds. Sounds scary. But they are. Do try and be wary of them. Okay? Look into the sink and watch as her hands delicately wipe over the dishes. You know, I could teach you how to make tea like that if you want. Huh? Is it making tea something only older people do? You calling me old, you little punk? A wet hand drives into the top of my head. Ow, sorry. Anyways, no, it's not something only older people do. In fact, I learned how to make tea when I was around your age. Getting through life would be impossible if you always hide behind excuses like, I'm too young, or I'll wait until later. You'll be starting middle school here in a few years. About time you learned how to do stuff like this. I won't always be around to spoil you, you know? It's the same thing you said when you taught me how to clean the house. This isn't going to turn into another lecture, right? Oh, and what if it does? Quickly cower away from the intimidation in her voice. Instead of striking me, she rests her hand on my head. What kind of a mother is she? I don't think she's abusive, right? I think it's just Ruby's sense of humor. I don't know, but the way it's... Is she, like, yelling that? Like, oh, and what if it does? Serious, you should learn how to provide yourself as soon as possible. I don't want to make your dad worry, after all. My face becomes hot with embarrassment as I'm met with a genuine smile. I know. Wait. Is that his sister? Oh, that's gonna make me feel real bad. But what about mom and dad? Aren't they supposed to teach me how to do stuff like that? Yes, but... Huh? Tightness in my chest continues to constrict me and there's an intense sensation in my head. You good? Bro, Ruby, chill. Damn it. It's a hot steam pain creeps up my arm. I looked down to see the cup had broken in my hand. It's sliced open by a jagged edge. This song is giving me a heart attack. Try to get my breathing under control, and his bright red blood flows out before being washed down the drain. What was that? Why remember it now? Tears begin forming in my eyes, but I'm unsure if they're from sorrow, anger, or the pain. I grab a clean dish rag and immediately wipe my lace-rated palm in it. Then a footstep starts closer as I turn off the faucet. Ruby? Jumps a bit in surprise upon seeing me, likely due to whatever expression I'm currently wearing. But her eyes don't stay on my face for long. Your hand! What happened? Those cups broke in the sink. I was careless and cut myself on it. But you're bleeding a lot. Here, I'll call an ambulance. You're overreacting. Cut didn't look deep enough to need stitches. Don't worry that much. Yeah, it's upstairs to use the first aid kit. Tell the others they're free to leave whenever they want. Ruby, that looks really bad. Are you sure we shouldn't? It's fine. Just go tell the others. The second time today, my voice comes out seething with anger. Right. So I'm not to waste time feeling guilty. I head towards my bedroom. There. That should be good enough. First aid kit had everything necessary to clean the wound and properly wrap my hand. While it wasn't deep enough to warrant stitches, there's still a decent chance it'll scar without more treatment. I think I could injure myself without even noticing. Yeah, okay. A faint pain returns to my head as I rack my brain around the memory from earlier. Yeah, okay. I'm a bit creeped out now. A faint pain returns to my head as I rack my brain looking for the memory from earlier. This endeavor proves to be fruitless, leaving me with only a vague understanding of what it was about. A sinking feeling builds up my chest as I stare at the bandages. Come in. Pardon my intrusion. Yuri? Why'd you come up here? Sayori told us that the glass broke while you were washing the dishes. She also mentioned you appeared to have been injured. Let's see. Nothing strange about the way Yuri looks at my now bandaged hand, but I'm not sure what exactly. Maybe she doesn't handle the sight of blood very well? So did the others send you to check on me? I figured Sayori would have been the one chosen to do that. Actually, I was going to offer my assistance in lending you first aid. I'm actually somewhat familiar with the treatment of lacerations. I see. The unable to handle blood thing was off the mark. Guess it was just my imagination. Surprising to hear. You don't strike me as the type who gets scrapes and bruises while running around as a kid. Well, I once read a medical journal that my father had, and also took a first aid class back in middle school. Let's see. Well, you're free to look at it and tell me if I messed up somewhere. Actually, hey, I'm not going to assume. Maybe they rewrote Yuri, alright? You never know. Maybe she, wants to be a nurse or something. My mom's a nurse. I held up my hand in Yuri's direction, signaling her to come closer. Are you sure? I'm not technically licensed. Whoa, hey, I misclicked. Sorry. Yeah, there's my beautiful background, guys. It's a Terraria mod. I should actually start recording Terraria soon. Calamity got updated to 1.4. But anyways. Weren't you the ones who came to offer assistance? Or were you only planning to stand there and watch the whole time? I suppose not. It's fine. I've already done all the heavy lifting, but having a second option never hurts. Very well. In that case, Yuri hesitantly walks across my room onto the... Oh! Oh, I really like this song. Oh, wait. I'm suddenly really like this song. Oh. Yuri hesitantly walks across my room to the... That's a tense chord. What's with the tense chord? Yuri hesitantly walks across my room to the bed that I'm currently sat on. Upon getting close, she begins awkwardly tilting her head while examining my head. Head? Hand. You can take a seat, you know. I don't bite. Oh, right. She nervously yet elegantly takes the seat next to me. After staring for a few seconds, she surprises me by taking my hand in hers and shifting it around in order to get a more thorough examination. Did you apply any disinfectant to the wound? Yeah, I used one of the rubbing alcohol wipes that came in the kit. It's good. I'm assuming you have more to reapply when necessary. Yes, ma'am. For a few more seconds, she releases me with a satisfied look on her face. So, what's the situation, Doc? I'm impressed, Ruby. You appear to be quite skillful in handling this kind of injury. Do you have any formal training? Not exactly. So you just have a bit of experience when it comes to this sort of thing. Yeah, I see. Skills such as first aid are rather important when you live alone. Yeah, something like that. Not wanting to continue this discussion, I stand up from the bed. She soon follows suit. Have the others already left? If not, we should tell them everything's under control. They both seemed worried when you went upstairs, so I doubt they've left. Both, huh? Even Natsuki? Well, she wouldn't say something like that out loud, but she became unable to concentrate on her manga after hearing about your injury. Sounds about right. Alright then, let's head back. There's complete silence in the living room as we reach the bottom of the stairs. Sayori sits with a gloomy look on her face while Natsuki stares blankly at the cover of her book. Yo. We'll jump in surprise at the sound of my voice. Ruby, thank goodness. Are you okay? Were you able to treat it? Yep, here, have a look. Hold on my bandaged hand and give it a twirl. Certainly took you long enough. Better not have been doing anything weird to Yuri up there. Don't worry, we stuck simple over the closest. God, alright, you know what? Shut up. Just, I'm gonna say it out loud. Shut up. That's right. It was already wrapped when I touched it. Oh no. Everyone turns to dead silent for a moment. What? Wow, even I'm a little surprised. I had no idea you could be so bold. Stop. Bold? Touch? You touched? What the hell are you talking about? His hand, of course, had already bandaged it by the time he went upstairs. Sayori and Yuri collapse as their souls escape from their bodies. I'm sorry, but did something happen? Beats me. Should probably just leave them alone for now. Oh, and please never change. You're perfect the way you are. Yes, by the way, that was so wholesome. My heart. Huh? Gotta wonder if it'll always be like this in dealing with these three. My temples tighten in fear of the possibility. After talking for a while longer and ultimately not doing anything productive, the girls decide to adjourn the meeting. Natsuki and Yuri leave my house together after we exchange goodbyes. Sarah looks tempted to join them, but stops short of the door. Ruby? About what happened earlier. Maybe having everyone come over wasn't a good idea. I'm sorry. Just at the floor waiting for me to pass some kind of judgment. Really need to get rid of that habit, huh? Ever since we were kids, you'd always take responsibility whenever something bad happened, but there's more to it than that. That's just depression, man. I get it. I mean, I don't have depression, but I have anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder, and it comes with it. Ever since we were kids, you'd always take responsibility whenever something bad happened, even when it wasn't your fault whatsoever. You're right about having them come over here was a bad idea, but I weighed the options beforehand. I knew what I was getting into, so you don't have to feel at fault. Of course, I had no idea that the outcome would end up being what it was. What happened? You hurt yourself doing dishes, and then when I talked to you, you seemed really upset. Sorry, shouldn't have asked. You don't have to apologize for caring about me, sir. I'm glad you're always willing to try and help. It was complicated. I'm not sure I'd be able to explain what happened, even if I wanted to. I place my hand on her shoulder as I try and comfort her. If you ever have a serious problem, you'll be the first person I turn to, alright? She gives a light nod. Good. Now, you should be able to head home before everyone starts wondering where you are. Right. I'll see you tomorrow, Ruby. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Next several minutes were spent cleaning glass out of the sink while trying to recall the details of my earlier memory. This ultimately leads nowhere, leaving me with a little more than a little sense of deja vu. I was able to grow closer to the girls at the very least. The cost of that hasn't exactly been determined yet. Letting out a sigh, I decide to call it a day. After preparing and eating a small dinner, I head to my room for the night. Friday. 2 more days until the Sayori scene, I'm guessing. It's earlier. Bro! That's a lot more than a little early. He's just like, oh, I notice. Perhaps I'm 25 minutes earlier. That's my peel looking. What? Bro, I love how even if I don't make decisions, they increase though. It's actually just really cool. 9, 3, and 15. Oh, it increased with all 3 girls because of it. Okay. Although, not Monica, bro. I gotta give some Monica some love, dude. Also, Natsuki is kind of close to 10. Sort of surprised by that. I gotta rank up my intelligence too. Alright, I'm gonna save again, just to be safe. So this was surprisingly fun. It's been fun recording this. Sorry if it was a mess of pronouncing things. I probably have saved like at least 7.5 minutes by just pronouncing shit right, but it's late in the night. What do you expect me to do? It has been fun recording this though, and I'm excited to record more episodes. Sorry for disappearing for a while. But I promise I'll stop doing that. Maybe. Probably not, let's be real here. I have a life. I have a life and things to do, friends to visit. But and I record this shit in my free time. But yeah, I'd be happy with doing another one tomorrow, trying to get on a decent daily upload schedule. On the 30th, however, I'm gonna try and upload a Doki Doki Takeover video. There's this YouTuber called Mikey, and he's doing thumbnail submissions, so I might actually get him to do a thumbnail thing. Like, I can make simple thumbnails for a playthrough like this, but there's gotta be something good for a full combo of every song in the new Bad End update. Because I heard it's gonna be harder, and then I'm gonna get him to do it again whenever Doki Doki Takeover Plus comes out, because goddamn. I am excited for full comboing every single song in that. Epiphany's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna do it. Just you wait. Just you wait. I will do Epiphany. Yeah, so weird. Yeah, that's about that. Thanks. Good night, and you'll hear from me tomorrow. Oh, wait. Look at my background, see? I gotta play through this mod on YouTube. But actually, yeah, thanks. Good night. Yeah. Oh, look, G tweeted. Anyways. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, anyways, thanks. Good night. You'll hear from me tomorrow.